2010. Remember those heady days? The dawn of a new decade. The iPad was brand new, a marvel of modern technology. People still thought Lady Gaga was edgy, pushing the boundaries of pop culture. And Bitcoin? It was just this weird internet thing that nobody really understood, a curiosity. But buried within this digital obscurity was the seed of a revolution in finance, a revolution in technology, a revolution that would make some people very, very rich beyond their wildest dreams. Back then, you could buy a single Bitcoin for about 10 cents. That's right, 10 cents. Less than a cup of decent coffee, a trivial amount. It seemed like monopoly money, a game for tech enthusiasts. But some people, those brave visionary souls, they saw something different. They saw potential. They saw the future. And they were willing to take a gamble, to risk it all for a chance at something greater. Imagine this. It's 2010. The world is a different place. You've got a spare $100 burning a hole in your pocket, just waiting to be spent. Maybe you buy a couple of video games, the latest and greatest titles. Maybe you treat yourself to a nice dinner, savoring every bite of a gourmet meal. Or maybe, just maybe, you decide to dabble in this Bitcoin thing everyone's whispering about, curious and intrigued. What harm could it do, right? It's just a small gamble. So, you take your hard-earned $100 and buy yourself a cool 1,000 Bitcoins, feeling adventurous. You stuff them away in a digital wallet. Hopefully you wrote down the password. Life goes on as usual. You forget about your little Bitcoin adventure, caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Fast forward to today, time flies, doesn't it? Remember that $100, that impulsive purchase you made years ago? Well, hold on to your hats, folks. This is where it gets exciting, because that $100 is now worth millions. That's right, millions. Unbelievable, isn't it? You, my friend, are a Bitcoin millionaire. Life is good, and the future looks even brighter. How did this happen? How did a measly $100 balloon into a life-changing fortune? The answer is exponential growth. Bitcoin's value exploded. It went on a wild ride to the moon. In 2011, Bitcoin hit $10. People scoffed. In 2017, it soared past $1,000. People gasped. In 2021, it peaked at over $60,000. People lost their minds. Early investors watched their fortunes multiply. There were crashes and dips, moments when it seemed like the bubble would burst, but believers held on, and they came out richer than ever. Section 4. The allure and perils of volatility. Now, before you rush out and remortgage your house to buy Bitcoin, let's talk about volatility and what it really means. Because let's be honest, Bitcoin is about as stable as a caffeinated squirrel on a unicycle, constantly on the move. One day, it's soaring to the moon, making headlines everywhere. The next day, it's plummeting back to Earth, leaving investors in shock. This wild volatility is what makes Bitcoin so exciting and unpredictable. It's also what makes it so incredibly risky and nerve-wracking. Investing in Bitcoin is not for the faint of heart. It's a high-stakes gamble with real consequences. You could make a fortune overnight, or you could lose everything in the blink of an eye. There are no guarantees in the Wild West of cryptocurrency, only risks and rewards. So before you jump on the Bitcoin bandwagon, do your research thoroughly. Understand the risks involved, and most importantly, never invest more than you can afford to lose, no matter how tempting it seems. Because with Bitcoin, it's always a wild ride full of ups and downs. Bitcoin, a legacy yet to be written. What's the future hold for Bitcoin? Your guess is as good as mine. Some say it's the future of finance, a decentralized currency free from banks and governments. Others say it's a speculative bubble destined to burst. The truth is, nobody knows for sure, but Bitcoin has already changed the world. It's sparked a revolution in finance and technology. And who knows, maybe the next Bitcoin is out there, waiting to be discovered.